Hi everyone, welcome to this week's dance class. For the past few weeks we've been looking at Islamic art and the beautiful patterns and the intricate detail and the geometric patterns, and last week we looked at the floral patterns and the calligraphy patterns as well, on things like jugs and rugs and tiles and buildings and all that kind of thing. So we're going to stay with the religious art theme, but this week we are going to be looking at Christian art. And there's lots and lots of Christian art that we've been looking at, but we're going to start with something quite simple, and that's the symbols of Christianity and how they're used in art. So we're going to be looking particularly at the cross today and what that means, and that's a lovely thing to do in dance because we can use our bodies and show these symbols. So we're going to be looking at that today and making dances up about that. And I found some beautiful music that we can use as well. So lots that we can do today. So first of all, we're going to do our warm-up. And we are going to do a very sticky warm-up. We're going to do a honey pot warm-up because you're really good at this. So can you grab your honey pots, please? Pick them up. Here we go. And the first thing we're going to do is lift it above your head. And we're going to go higher, higher, higher. And you're going to tip it down your back. Ready? Ooh, tip that honey all the way down your back. Ooh, put your pot down. Wriggle it round so you're getting the honey all over your back, because that's the body part we're going to stick to things. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find a wall and stick your back to a wall. So just be careful. Hopefully you've got a plain wall with nothing on it. Mind pictures if you've got one, and try and stick your back to a wall. Good. That's really nice because our backs are quite big, aren't they? So we can stick our whole back to the wall. Ready? Unpeel. Good. Can you look around your room, your space you're in? See if you have anything green. Can you stick your back to anything green? Now I've got my plant here in the corner, but I have to be very careful because it's quite fragile. So I can stick my back gently to the leaves on my plant. There we go. Good. Unstick. And can you stick your back now to something cold? Ooh, what's cold? Now, I've actually got my radiator here and it hasn't been on for a while. So I'm going to stick my back to, oh, that's quite cold. Stick my back to something cold. It could be warm actually, couldn't it, if it was on? That would be nice, but it's very cold. What have you found? It doesn't have to be big. It could be a small little wall socket or something like that. They're often quite cold. So unpeel and get your honey pot again, and this time we're going to dip our hands in, but we're going to paint our sides. Okay, or one side actually I think we'll stick with honey. So we're going to stick one side. So from your ribs, can you feel your ribs all the way down to your hip? See that side. Put your pot down. Ready? Sticky side. Ooh. Can you stick your side to the floor? So we're just going to stick our side to the floor. Good. Is it all stuck? Oh, yes, definitely stuck to the floor. There we go. And you can't move. Try and wiggle away, but you're completely stuck. This is really, really sticky honey. Good. Can you unpeel from the floor? Good. Okay, the next one is, can you stick your side to something soft? Now I haven't got many soft things in here, so I'm going to stick my side to here, which is my soft t-shirt. So I'm going to stick it to there, which is actually my elbow, my arm as well. So my clothes are quite soft, or you could use, actually the carpet's quite soft, you could use that, or if you've got a cushion or a rug, or maybe the sofa, or something like that. Good, so something soft, well done. Unstick. Now have a look around. Can you stick your side to something red? Something red. Ooh, let's have a look. Now, this is a bit tricky because I'm going to not move anything, but I've got a car here. Can you see this toy car? Love this car, it's really fun. Oh, getting a bit distracted. Can I stick my side to its wheels, which are here? Okay, I'm going to stick my side to the red wheels of my car. Good. And unstick. Yeah, good. Well done. Give yourself a shake. Give your arm a shake. Shake that honey off. And the other arm. And your leg. The other leg, and shake the side. Get the honey off, shake the other side in case you use that side. Shake your back. Good, shake all that honey off, well done. Now in dance, we use lots of different speeds, don't we? So we're going to do our speeds warm up, where we go from 1 to 5. 1 is very slow. So can you show me your slow motion moving? We're so slow. I could hardly see you moving. If I looked at you now, I'd think, are they actually moving? You're moving so slowly. It's quite hard to move slowly, isn't it? Well done. Oh, see, my leg's trying to move fast, but I'm trying to move slowly. Good, so we're going to go up to number 2, which is a little bit faster. And the good thing about this is you can move however you like, but you have to move at this speed, which is hard to stay this slow. Number 3. Okay, can you move a little bit faster? This is kind of normalish speed. Okay, so you can do big reaches. Okay, you can go to the side, the other side, you can go up, you can go down, you can go back. Okay, whatever you like. Number 4 is a bit faster. Okay, mind where you are. Don't hit your head on anything or your arms or knock anything over, because we're not in a very big space at the moment, so I'll be dancing. And number 5, we're really going to go for it fast as you can. Okay, right, so I'm going to mess these all up. So we're not going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go mixing all the numbers up, and those are the speeds we're going to dance at. So, are you ready? We're going to start off with a number 3. Dancing number 3, nice. Whatever you want to do movement, think of some ideas that you liked doing before. You can do a little turn. Right, we're going to go to number 4, quite fast already. Good. And we're going to go up to number 5, really fast. Be careful, don't knock anything over. And 4, a little bit slower. We're going to drop down to 2. So that's quite a bit slower, isn't it? Good, very nice. And number 1. Even my voice is slow. Well done. Catch your breath. Good. We're going to go up to number 2. A bit fast, so not too fast. That was too fast of me then, wasn't it? Number 3. Number 4. You know what's coming. Number 5. Woo. Number 4. Slower. 3. 2. And 1. And we're going to go so slowly as number 1. We're going to stop and freeze in a really interesting position. Anything you like. Good. Hold. Well done. Good. Take a deep breath in and out. And in and out. Well done. So we are going to look at symbols of the church today, symbols of Christianity. We're going to play a game first of all with these in mind, and we haven't got lots of space, but we can still play the game where when I call out a word or a symbol, you are going to have to run to that area of the room, okay? If you haven't got much space at all, you can just reach out to that area, okay? So all we're going is to the side, behind us, and to the other side. So if you can do a little jog. I haven't got much room. You can jog. If not, you can just do reaching. So my first word is cross. So we're looking at the cross. So if I say cross, you're going to run to this side of the room. Good. Okay, or reach. If I say star, because that's another symbol of Christianity, you're going to run to the back of your room. Okay, or as far back as you can from your screen. Good. If I say prayer, you're going to run to this side of the room. Now prayer is not just in Christianity, is it? It's in all kinds of religions. So that's one that we look at when we look at all our religions. Okay, so we have prayer. So we have cross, this side. We have star behind us. We have prayer. And if I say church, which is where Christians go to pray, we can go down in the middle of the floor and we can lie down in the middle of the floor. Okay, or if you want to, you can curl up in a ball, or you can kneel up, or you can just be in the middle of the space. Okay, so cross, star, prayer, church. Okay, imagine you're in a church. Right, but that's too easy, so I'm going to mix them up because you're good at this. I've seen you do this before. Are you ready? So we're going to start with star. So to the back of your room. Good. Prayer. Well done. Cross. Well done. Cross. Oh, did I make you go? Well done if you stayed. Star. Prayer. Prayer. Star. Church. Well done. And star. Cross. Church. Well done and finish. Good job, well done. I hope you remembered them all. It's a good way of getting to know your space and thinking about directions and which way we're going, including the middle of our space as well. Well done, good warm up. Okay, so I want to call out a few words now. And these are just different dance words. So when we come to creating our dances later on, our bodies have had a go at trying lots of different shapes and movements. Okay, so the first word I'm going to call out, and I want you to show me, is the word cross. So can you show me a cross? Can you show me any kind of cross you like? Okay, so this is a cross, isn't it? Sort of shorter across here and longer down the middle. That's a Christian cross. Okay, we're going to talk about them in a minute. Good. So show me a cross. Any other kind of crosses you could do would be a cross of the arms or a cross of the legs. Okay, so think of the word cross. What does that make you think of? And what movements could you show? My arms are crossing my body there, aren't they? Good, so have a think, cross. Okay, the next word is curve. Could you show me a curve? I quite like this one. We did this in our Islamic art. There was lots of curves, weren't there? The beautiful floral patterns. So I'm going to do a lovely curve here. You could curve your back. That's a nice one too, isn't it? Like you're holding a big beach ball, holding a curve, making a curve. Okay, my next word is, and you have to be quite careful with this one, is slide. So I want you to slide, but we don't have to go flying across the room. You have to be careful, so we can do a little slide. We do a slide to the side. I like that one. You can do another one. We do a slide on our knees. If you've got a more slippery floor, that's quite fun, because then you can just slide backwards. My carpet's a little bit, it makes me stick to this one. Or we could do a slide with our feet. Slide with our feet, like that one. So there's lots of slides you can do. Can you show me the word open? Open, anything you want. I just open my arms, I open my chest up to the sky. Good, so a nice big open. And again, you could have an open shape here, but you could have an open shape to the side as well. That's a good one. And my final one, twist. Okay, let's have a twisty shape, anything you like, which is quite different to open, isn't it? It's quite closed because we're twisting our bodies in lots of different ways. Okay, show me a twist. Twist, twist, twist. Good. Well done. And untwist. Whoop. Here we go. Right, I wanted to show you a few things that I found. So we're looking at today the Christian cross. So after doing lots of reading up on this, I discovered there are lots of different kinds of crosses. So you can see there's lots of different designs. But the main thing is, and the main point is there, as we did in our dance with our bodies just now, there's often a long bit down the middle and a shorter bit across the top. So you can see here, I've got a slightly more decorated one. I think this one's made of wood. It's quite a solid one, and then this one's just a very plain black one. So there's lots of different types of crosses, and the cross is the symbol of the of the Christian religion. I get my words out. It reminds people of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, who is the Son of God, and he died on the cross. So when people see this, they're reminded of what happened to him and his sacrifice he made. The cross is seen as a sign of both Christ himself and of the faith of Christians. So when you see people wearing a cross, that often means that they're a Christian. Christians make the sign of the cross on themselves to show they're in faith or in a prayer. So we can see here's a few different ones. So you can see people wear a cross around their neck, like in a necklace. And we have here, this is a cross in a church on an altar. And you can see these beautiful stained glass windows. And they often have crosses in, so that's inside a church where Christians pray. And then some crosses show Jesus dying on the cross, which is what Christians believe happened, but others don't. And that often depends on the church as well, which church people pray in and which they visit. So this is a really beautiful picture of a stained glass window. And this is a lovely sort of example of art, isn't it? So this design is quite sort of detailed compared to the first ones that we looked at, and there's even a flower in the middle. And maybe that represents Jesus on the cross. So we can see it's the cross shape, but these beautiful colours are showing sort of the light coming through, so there's hope, isn't there? So we've got these ones, just look back at these ones again. So we have these ones, the sort of more simple ones, and then the more decorated one. We have ones where people wear them around their necks, and the ones you can find in churches, and then an example of a stained glass window. So where could we find the symbol of the cross? Well, you could find one on the map, and it would show where a Christian church is. You can see them in churches, as we saw, on the walls or the altar. And as we said, people wear them around their necks as well, don't they? Or wear them to show their faith. Can you think of any other places that you might have seen one? Maybe you could have a chat with someone who you're with and have a think about that. So what we're going to look at now is we are going to look at making a cross with our bodies. Okay, and so this is a really lovely thing to do because it's a very simple shape, but we can make a really interesting dance using the idea of the symbol of a cross. So what I want you to do is go back into your space, and I want you to think of 3 different crosses. If 3 is too many, you can do 2, but I want you to think of the different levels. So if you want, you can copy me, or if you want to, you can create one of your own. So my first cross is going to be very simple. It's going to be straight legs, and my arms are going to come out to the side, but I want it to be on a really high level. So I'm going to rise up onto my toes, and I'm going to show that cross shape with my body very strong, very still. Good, that's my first one. My second cross, I'm going to be on my knees. I'm going to be a sort of middle level. And I'm going to hold my arms out, but I'm actually going to just slightly tilt to the side. So I'm still in a cross shape, but I'm just going to bring my body to the side like that. And that's my middle level, my second cross. So you can copy me or create one of your own. Okay. And the third one, I'm going to be on a much lower level. And I'm going to create the cross, but I'm going to turn to the side and stretch all the way up to the side. So it's a bit like the first one where I was standing, but I'm just going to be on my side, stretching up as high as I can. So those are going to be my 3 crosses. So I've got my first one, which is number 1. My second one, where I'm on the floor, kneeling on the floor to sort of middle level. And I've got my low level cross, where I'm going to be on my hands, and then I tip to the side and stretch up like that. And that is my cross tilted to the side. Okay, so what you can do, like I said, is you can copy me, or if you need a minute to have a think about your own crosses on the different levels, the high, middle and low, you can go pause me and have a little practice with those and then come back. If you feel confident and you want to move on, should we just try that with a bit of music, and then we can bring those shapes a bit more to life. Okay, so you can pause me, or we can try it with music now. So let's have a go. Here we go. I've got some quite lovely uplifting music for our cross shapes. So we've got our 3 different crosses, which is lovely, and that's fine, but to develop our dance, we're going to add transitions. And do you remember what transitions are? What are they? That's right, they're movement between one shape and another, linking them together. So we've got our 3 simple cross shapes. I'm going to start with my cross shape here. Now, a transition can be anything. It can be a leap, it can be a hop, it can be a turn, it can be a jump, but you're going from one place to another place. And that's what we're going to do, link our shapes. So I think I'm going to do, from my shape here, I am going to do a turn into my other cross shape on the floor. So I've got my high cross shape, I'm going to do a turn all the way down to my knee, into my second cross shape. And then from here, I'm going to add another transition, which is going to be a roll. Make sure I've got enough space. Put my hand down, I'm going to roll into my 3rd cross shape here. Okay, so I've got my 2 transitions and 3 shapes. Shape number 1 is here. I'm going to do a turn to my knee, into my cross shape, then I'm going to do a roll into my 3rd cross shape here. Okay, and when we add all that together, that becomes more of a dance phrase rather than just shape, 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 doesn't it? So we add it all together. So what you can do is pause me again, and you can have a go at adding your own transitions between each shape. Or you can just copy mine, that's absolutely fine. And we're going to try that with music, okay? To again bring it to life with our shapes and our transitions. So here we go. Once more. How did you get on? Was that okay? Now if you want to, for the next part, we're now going to dance it. So we've got our shapes, and we've got our transitions, but we don't want it to be too shape, transition, because that's not what dance is about. Dance is about expressing ourselves, and it's about feeling movement and enjoying the movement. So what we're going to do is now dance it. Okay, so that means we don't think about it too much, and we're going to move with the music. I'm going to try adding our speeds in a little bit as well. So there might be some bits that are much faster and some bits that are much slower. So I think my roll is going to be quite fast, but then I might grow into my cross on the floor, which is going to be slower. So if you want to, you can pause me and have a think about which bits are slow and which bits are faster, and that's going to add to the lovely mixture of the dance to make it look much more interesting. It will feel much more interesting to dance as well. So let's try that, thinking about speed and thinking about really dancing it now to this beautiful music. Here we go. So you can keep winding this back and having a go if that's a little bit too rushed, and you can do it a few times and make your dance a little bit longer. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish there, but we can add on to this each week. We're creating a really beautiful phrase. So from a very simple shape, the cross symbol, we've actually created a beautiful little phrase there. So we don't need much to start dance, do we? And come up with some really beautiful movements. So well done. Let's have a very quick cool down to try and get our breath back. Okay, so what we're going to do is call out the words I did at the beginning, but I want you to do these in slow motion. So can you show me a curve, however you want to, in slow motion? Think about your breathing. I'm going to calm your breathing right down. Okay, can you show me a twist in slow motion? Okay, so probably number 2 speed, I think. Show me a lovely twist. Good. Well done. Can you show me a star? So unfold one of our words, one of the symbols we talked about earlier was the star shape. So unfold, deep breath in. Good. And deep breath out. Good. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Bring your arms down. Well done. Can you give your arm a shake? And your other arm a shake? And your leg a shake? And your other leg a shake? Fantastic work. Well done. I wish I could see what you've done, but I'm sure I'll see it one day. Well done. And we're going to carry on with this next week, looking at more symbols and more art and Christianity. Thank you very much.